Hi guys, today I'm doing a short vlog. I think it's actually the first one I've done in a few weeks, because I have major panic right now. Not trying to make excuses or anything, but I have my dissertation due in a week of, my third year of uni has nearly come to an end, and I'm trying to sort out my plans for next year, and it's kind of on its way to being sorted. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm going to stay at work and stay with my job and just try and continue my hopes of getting published and hopefully move into a new flat with a friend, so that will be really cool. So I've been trying to sort all of that out, as well as editing my dissertation, my special project creative piece, which is 12,000 words, like absolute crazy. Trying to do as much of it as I can every day that I have free. Spending endless hours at the uni library, as most of the people that know me well know me for. I'm happy right now. I'm just very stressed, and yeah, I think I've said before in one of my last videos, I'll go back to being more regular with my videos fairly soon once my uni is finished and everything's on its way to going back there. But yeah, I'm really excited. But for now, I thought I would do a short writing vlog and talk about my book. Basically, I'm going to be going back to submitting and editing my book and sending out to agents and publishers, as I was doing before with one of my assignments, but in a lot more detail, so I'll make sure that the edits are properly done, as I've learned with my special project. Lots and lots of things about how to edit properly and how to, thanks to my lecturer. Yeah, I really enjoy it, so I will get back into that once my assignments are finished and once I'm in my new place and everything's all sorted out. So from the setting will change soon. But yeah, I've got my nice little room right now. I've very recently finished my first draft of my special project. I'm very close to finishing, I'm on the third or fourth draft now. I rewrote it and then I've been editing what I've rewritten, and it's taken me lots and lots of time because I'm kind of going back and realising that there's still things that need to be changed. So I'm kind of panicking about next week because I still have so much to do. But I'm getting there. I think it's just today has been a bit slow because I've kind of just sat at the uni library at the computer for hours before going to sort out a viewing for a flat. And just stared at the computer and listened to music videos, and as I normally do, gone on Facebook every now and then, YouTube, watching vlogs and things. And yeah, it's just procrastination or just lack of motivation, which is probably both, I don't know. Just not really with it today and that kind of thing, but I'll probably try and do some more tomorrow, put this video up, and then I will finish what I was doing and try and hopefully get it on its way to being done. I have to bind it kind of professionally so it's easier to read and better to read, because it's gonna be a lot of pages for the 12,000 words. As it stands, it's about 35 pages, something like that. I'm like 5,000 words, 500 words over the limit already, so I had to cut down that. And I still have to make lots and lots of changes to the characters and how the characters' voices and her reactions to things that are happening in the story as it goes through. I've had to completely cut down the ending because with my rewrite, the deadline, my word count came up to 21,000 words. So I had a lot of problems with that, trying to sort that out, and I've had to cut out the ending that I really liked and really enjoyed writing and thought it was going really well. So I'm kind of gutted about that, but I think the ending is okay now for the end of the piece. Obviously it's not the end of the novel, it's the end of the special project. It's the first part of the novel, and onto the novel as well. I've been writing more of the novel kind of as a break from editing sometimes. It's like, because I love writing it so much and I'm really invested in the story and what's happening, and I just really enjoy it right now. I've been kind of Yeah, it's been quite difficult, but I'm kind of getting more ideas as I write the rest of it, and it's kind of fairy tale retelling, and I love fairy tales and fantasy, young adult fantasy as it is, so it's a lot of fun to write, and I'll probably talk about it a lot more once the special project is all handed in and the assignments are done, and I'm writing the rest of it and editing the rest of it, and then eventually, probably, hopefully, submitting it, as I will be doing with the ones that I've already kind of written first drafts of. So I have a big job when I finish. I'm going to be focusing on work and my writing, basically, and just, I don't know, see how it goes. It's quite weird that uni's come around so quick, but I've loved every minute of it, and I've met some really, really cool people here. I got my first job here, which I was really, really happy with, and it's made me more confident than I used to be, I think. I've always been quite shy and quiet. I'd like to think I've kind of come out of my shell since, talking to customers and all of that. Yeah, but I really enjoy it, and I'll get along there with everyone I work with and everything as well. Yeah, so that's it on the writing front, and I will probably keep updated on how it goes later on, once the assignments are done. For now, I thought I would just show you some of the journals I've got at the minute, because I have some really cool kind of things that I've been using to get inspiration and things. The first one is that one that I kind of got as a late birthday present from one of my very close friends from my uni course, and it's a reading journal, and she knows about my YouTube, and she got me this cute little reading journal, which is kind of, you can write down the things for reviews for books and things, and it just helps you guys everything. And you've got favourite young adult books, favourite childhood books, which is kind of perfect for me, basically. Biblio style, favourite places to read, and you can do the checklist, and it's some more reviews and things. And yeah, it seems really cool. I haven't really got to using it yet, but it looks quite interesting. The next one is one that I got for my birthday, which is just a cute little journal. I got this along with a pen that had my name on it, which I thought was quite cool, from my mum. And it is actually a Laura Ashley journal, or diary, and I just basically have my daily rants and talk about things that go on in my day and things, inner thoughts and inner monologues in this, and I've been doing it since my birthday at the end of last month. And yeah, it's just a good way of getting things down, getting opinions, worries, which I have a lot of, often, stress, everything to do with that. Next, I've got these two notebooks, which I use for my writing. Everybody who knows me well knows that I love Minions, and one of my very close friends got me these kind of Minion stickers, a pack of Minion stickers, and since these books are absolutely identical, and I was having a lot of problems trying to work out which one had which kind of stuff in it, I decided to sticker them with Minion stickers, and I think they've come out okay. That one's not got as many on it. Yeah, they're definitely a good way of keeping things in. Like this one actually has my special project novel written in it, because I know a lot of people are different, but I love to handwrite things first and then type them up. I just find that it helps me write easier. I'm not very good at writing story out on the computer. I don't know why. I think it's also because it helps me, because if I want to go somewhere or travel somewhere, say I go home for the night or to Milton Keynes, or I don't know, I'm on a bus or a train, if I feel like writing, I don't have to carry my laptop around with me and faff around with all the techie stuff that comes with that, and I can just write this, and then when it comes to it I also edit it onto the computer and type it up, and that's what I do for my assignments, my dissertation, and for my other novels, which I finished about a year ago now, which is a weird thought in itself. This one's not really a journal or a diary, but it's very creative, and I thought I'd include it because it's very pretty. It's an Enchanted Forest colouring book, and I saw this and I just thought that is right up my street, and I've only coloured the first page so far, or part of the first page, but it's really cool. Like, you can even colour in the front cover, which I think is pretty cool. And then it's got quotes and things and pictures of fantasy worlds and lots of different things. I haven't really done much with that yet, but those things take a lot of time and you need a lot of patience, and I'm stressed and trying to work on my uni work at the minute, so I've not really been doing that much yet. The next one I've got is actually the same kind of colour as the pink ones I've got, and this was another novel, kind of idea notebook for my special fantasy novel, which was where I kind of started writing character and plot points and things. I've kind of paused on that novel. Like, I enjoyed writing it at the time, but now I'm a lot more invested in this other special project fantasy one which I'm doing, and it's also obviously my main assignment, so I've been writing the rest of that instead. But yeah, I kind of have some of the story in there. Another one I've got, which I think is really pretty, has my special project ideas for the novel. It's got this one. If I lose this, I'd be in trouble, because I just have so many ideas that in this, and plot points and just everything that I need, like background histories of the main characters, the royal families from the kingdoms that I've created, the characters' names, how they're linked all together, because it gets quite complex in places, like character profiles, and this is basically what I've been doing for my special project, and then ideas for the rest of the novel. And I've got novel ideas for the rest of the series, because it is going to be a very big series as well, as I have so many ideas for it, and I've kind of made lots of kingdoms and linked them all together, and all of these kingdoms have their own backgrounds, as do the characters and settings, and this is kind of my place where I jot that all down. It's also planning chapters where I write that down. I'm on chapter 6 at the moment, writing it, and I think it's going really well. I'm not really planning a lot in advance, as I did with my special project the first part of it when I first started it, but it works that way for me, for now anyway. I may decide to change later and plan like the rest of it out, but for now I quite like the flow of kind of seeing where the story takes me instead of planning and then sticking to the plan, because I always find that I change it anyway, so that's just how it works for me. And the last thing I have, which is really, really cool, is something that I got on my birthday, which I think I spoke about in a different video. I think it was my birthday vlog video, and it's Ready Set Novel, and it's kind of basically exactly that. It's just a place where you can personalise your plans for your novel and just completely write down plot, characters, backgrounds, histories of everything that's going on, plot, basically everything you can think of. You can draw your characters, you can talk about their physical mannerisms, dialogue, interactions, clothing, appearance, natural habitats, as it says there. Quite colourful and pretty, there's lots of lines you can write in. You can write parts of the actual story in there if you like. And this is probably my favourite part, because I have, as I said, so many kingdoms. I kind of was making like family trees for the royal families, because my character is a princess, so I had to work out her historical background, and then she's from a different kingdom, so I had to work out that background and link them all together and kind of find ways of linking all the characters and the history of her to between the different kingdoms that she comes across, and also that affects the plot later on as well. So it's all very, very interesting to write, and very, very fun to write, and I'm absolutely loving writing it, even if editing is kind of making me a bit sick right now, but as it probably does for a lot of writers, but it's just part of the process. So, and yeah, you've got plot, mini conflicts, and places where you can write. You've got the beginning, climax, and resolution. That shows you how you can think about different plot points in your story. And yeah, it's just really, it looks really, really handy. I haven't gone through it for a long time. Like, haven't actually sat down for hours and gone through it or anything, because there's so much to it. And like I said, I've been writing and editing more than anything right now, so. But when I do get to it, all of those things are really, really helpful, and they really work for me. Other than that, I've been kind of reading. I've recently been reading Sarah J Maas's Of Thorns and Roses, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I will do a review of that very soon, because I absolutely love that book. So yeah, that's how it all is for now. I'll probably do a update later saying about my dissertation maybe, or the rest of the novel, or things that I've been doing, and I'll do some more reviews as well, and some more tags as well eventually. But yeah, sorry I haven't been updating as much, and I will try and get back in the swing of things once uni is finished and everything's kind of moved on. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Thank you, bye!